What's going on, everybody? My name is Eli, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's vlog is another installment of the residency series. For those who are new to the channel, recently I've been running a series of day-in-the-life vlogs at different residency programs across the nation. I've been trying to get one vlog for each residency program. That way, dental students and pre-dents can be exposed to what it's like to be a dental resident, and those who are considering following some type of dental specialty or some type of residency program can watch these vlogs and see what they think they might like, or just find out more about a specialty or anything like that. So in today's episode, we're doing periodontics residency. On this episode, we have Dr. Aierress Davis. She is a first-year periodontics resident at the Dental College of Georgia. She attended dental school at Meharry Medical College in Nashville, Tennessee. I believe it's Nashville. And I actually found Dr. Davis on TikTok. So I remember when I was a first-year student last year, I didn't use my TikTok much for like dental-related content or promoting my YouTube. It was really kind of just I would hop on there just to watch funny videos and stuff. But of course, it would have behooved me to use TikTok to promote my YouTube channel. So once I started posting a little bit of like dental stuff on there, of course, my algorithm started to become more dental stuff, dental school related stuff, etc. And Dr. Davis popped up on my For You page. So she was definitely one of the first people that came to mind, especially now that she is a dental resident. Last year, she was just a regular dentist. She wasn't a dental student, so it was something different for me to see. And she'll explain a little more about that during the vlog. I don't want to give too much away or take away from all the good things that Dr. Davis had to say in this vlog. So without further ado, we're going to get into the vlog. But first, before we get there, if you're new to the channel, my name is Eli. I'm a second-year dental student at Boston University Goldman School of Dental Medicine. On this channel, I make dental school vlogs as well as videos with advice for pre-dents who are looking to get to dental school. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, please make sure you subscribe. Share the channel with anyone that might find it interesting. Like the video, comment under the video, etc. For everyone that's been watching so far, I hope you've been getting something out of these residency vlogs. I know I have. Like I mentioned before, this was a good way for me to get some content out to the people that are in dental school that subscribe to me, just to support, or, maybe they like watching my vlogs, even though it's probably very traumatic for them. But this was a good way to get some information that would be beneficial to a wider audience that's subscribed to me. So pre-dents, dental students, and those far between, or whatever the saying is. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on to the vlog.
Hi friends, I'm Dr. Aierress Davis. I am a dentist, wife, mom, content creator, all the things. I'm originally from Jacksonville, Florida, born and raised. I'm a first generation everything. The highest degree between both of my parents is an associate's degree, but my parents are very hard workers and they believed in me from the moment at the age of 14 that I said, I want to be a dentist. I was a great student in high school. If you're familiar with Jacksonville, Florida, I went to Stanton College Prep. It was like a top 5 school in the nation at the time. Very academically driven. I went to the University of Central Florida for undergrad and I had a time. I pledged Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. I was super duper involved. But academically, I was not at the top of my class. When it came time to actually apply to dental school, I was far behind the curve. I did not have a family member who was a dentist. I didn't have any resources really. And I also didn't have any money, which is important, to pay for DAT prep courses and certain resources and things that would have benefited me during my application journey. So I had to get it out the mud, as they would say. And I did. All of my pre-health advisors, except one, basically told me not to apply to dental school, told me to consider other careers. But one advisor in particular encouraged me to just apply to programs that, may be within my GPA range, my DAT score range, things like that. I didn't take my DAT score until after I graduated college as well. because I was working, trying to maintain life and study and all those things. Nonetheless, I applied to 2 schools because that's what I could afford: Meharry Medical College and LeComm in Bradenton. And I got denied from Meharry on the first try. But then ultimately they came back and offered me admission into their Master's in Health Science program, which I accepted, graduated with high honors, and started dental school that same year in 2017. And I graduated from dental school in 2021. And yeah, that's a piece of my dental journey because it did not stop there. So while in dental school, I decided that I wanted to specialize. I knew before I started dental school I wanted to specialize. I've always been very surgically inclined. I love the blood and guts of dentistry, as I would say, extractions, things like that. But I had very limited knowledge on all of the dental specialties that there were. All I knew about was orthodontics and oral surgery. So I said I'd be an oral surgeon. When I was in dental school, I did an externship at Emory University, which is an excellent oral surgery program in Atlanta, Georgia, and I hated it. Not so much the program, but the scope of practice. It was too broad for me. I knew I wanted to stay mostly in the oral cavity with my surgery and not go beyond that. So I had to take a pivot, and I was blessed to meet a mentor who is a Black woman, and she is a periodontist. And she never pushed me into her specialty, but she just kind of exposed what she did, where she trained, how her life looks right now. So I did an externship following that, meeting her and building that relationship. And I was like, yes, this is it for me. I love Perio. I didn't know that they do these types of procedures, and they have these microsurgeries, and they have these different thought processes and concepts. So I said, I'm going to apply to Perio during my junior year. Nonetheless, I decided to apply to Perio. Again, now we're not like undergrad. I'm top of my class at Meharry. I'm super duper involved as the president, student government, all these great things. I applied to 5 programs this time because I had a little bit more money, but still not a lot because I was in dental school. And of course, everyone, assured me that I would match the first time. You're good. Not a big deal. Mind you, this was kind of around COVID time, so I applied in 2020 the first time. So a lot of dentists had not been working for a long time, kind of had time to say, you know what, maybe I'll go back and do what I want to do. So it was a very, very competitive application cycle, and if you can kind of see where I'm getting to, I didn't match. And initially, I was okay. I saw the email like 7 o'clock that morning in November, and I was like, oh, well, okay, I guess I'll apply again, because as most people know, dentists can go straight to work, they can do a GPR program, etc. But as the day went on and I saw other, my other classmates matching, and I really sat with that decision, I hit a very low point. I called myself everything but a child of God. I told myself that I was a failure, that none of my accolades really mattered. And I really had to work through that with prayer. I even went to therapy about it, talked to my family, and just realized that that decision didn't define me, and that it's really just about timing and where you're meant to be when you're meant to be there. We don't have much control with that. You can do your absolute best, be your absolute student, or you could be the absolute worst student. But if you're meant to be at a certain place and space, you'll be there. So I graduated in a crazy year where I also got married and had a baby, but that's another story for another day. And then the application cycle opened again, and I was met with a decision yet again. Do I want to reapply to Perio? And that decision ultimately came down to how I want to practice as a dentist, how I want my Monday through Friday to look. I knew that I've always been inclined to be a specialist. I knew that, I want to work with my mentor in some capacity, if not work directly with her, but be able to do the things that she does. And I love the field of Perio. It aligned with the things that I'm interested in dentistry. I don't too much like root canals. I don't too much like operative. I can do it, but I would prefer to do something that I look forward to coming to work and doing every day. And even though I was still doubtful and I really still had trauma from not matching, I talked to my husband, and he was like, you can do this, you want to do it. Like, don't give up just because you got told no once, And as I said in my dental journey before, like I've been denied before and I still became a dentist. So I reapplied. The difference was I put my face in spaces that I wanted to be in. I externed at my current program 2 weeks before I had my baby, just so they knew I was for real. Like, it's very difficult because dental specialties are so limited. They only accepted 4 seats my year. So coming from a HBCU dental school that does not have these specialty programs and certain things, a lot of factors are against you as an applicant. So I knew that I had to position myself and make it very plain. I'm serious about this, and no matter if I have to apply a million times, you're gonna see me here. I want to be a periodontist. And by the grace of God, I matched into periodontics in 2021, which was also the year I graduated and all this. It was just my year. I'm claiming another 2021 year. And now I am a resident at the Dental College of Georgia in their periodontics program. I'll be a second year in a couple months. Pray for me, y'all, because first year got hands. And I'm here. I'm still standing. She ain't put me on my feet yet, but it's a struggle sometimes. But we'll get there, and I'm glad about it. And my journey still continues, and I'm so excited to be able to share just a week in my life and also a little bit about my story, just to remind people to know, like, don't ever let a no stop you. Don't ever let an advisor or anybody discounting a dream that you have, you can sincerely feel and see yourself becoming. Don't let anyone stop you from doing that. Not even your own self. Not even the bad things that you say to yourself about yourself. Know that there's nothing that you can't do. There's no situation that you can't turn around and make benefit for you. So yeah, that's my sermon from the morning. Thanks for watching A Week in My Life. Again, thank you, Eli, for giving me this opportunity. I'm super duper excited for you and your future. And if there's anything I can do to help, you know I'm here. And that goes for anyone watching. So thank you guys. I hope you enjoy. Okay.
It is 6:46 a.m. I'm here really early. It's about to get really dark. I don't have a flash, but I'm here early on campus. We have literature review at 7:30. I usually try to get here even earlier than this when it's some articles that I need to, brush up on. Let's just say it that way. But yeah, this is the campus. Pretty quiet. There are still people here. I know when I get in clinic, there will be some of my co-residents that like to get there early like me. But yeah, we have literature review on Mondays. Mondays is classic lit, and it's from 7:30 to 9. And then we see patients in the morning. And then in the afternoon, we have different presentations, whether it be about treatment planning or what surgeries we have for the week, things like that on Monday. So I know I look a mess. Listen, don't judge me. I'm tired. It's a long weekend. I went out of town for a conference, so I'm just here. I at least try to put some pearls in my ear and comb my hair. But prayerfully, we have a great week, and I'll see y'all in a little bit.
An entrepreneur, an executive, the owner of a lawn care company, human resources for a stroller man.
Hi friends, I have some downtime. I saw patients in the morning and I have a very big surgery tomorrow. It'll be my first time doing a connective tissue graft. And basically a connective tissue graft is indicated for patients who have recession or need to get some level of root coverage. It can also be used over implants to kind of thicken the tissue around it. In my particular patient's case, she has a recession defect right on her bottom front tooth, and we're going to cover it with a connective tissue graft. And this is my first time doing the surgery, so it's giving me like dental school PTSD, but I'll be fine, okay? I have a stent for her that I made because we're going to take the tissue from the top of the roof of her mouth or her palate and place it over that defect. I'm excited about the surgery, so I'm preparing right now by reading a bunch of articles, some that I've read before, some that I haven't, looking at a few videos, kind of just thinking through my surgery from beginning to end. Of course, it's surgery, so things can come up that you don't necessarily expect, but just trying to run through it over and over again to kind of consider those things a little bit more. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to study, probably use the whiteboard and just prepare myself. And then I also have to read like 10 articles for lit review tomorrow, but I'm probably going to do that when I get home tonight. And then just kind of finish charting some of my patient notes, and tomorrow is going to be a long day, but we have current literature review at 8 a.m. and then my surgery's after that at 9, and I'll pop back in and let y'all know how I go. I can't record a surgery. I wish I could. In my practice, I'll be recording them, but unfortunately, I'm under the jurisdiction of this residency program, and I don't want to, get in trouble. So I'm just gonna have to let y'all know how it goes. Maybe show some like sample pictures of what it looked like if I can find some on Google, because I can't use my patient pictures. And okay, I'll check back in. Let me get better studying. Is it valid? I'm gonna say the GPA is probably coming out here and spreading this way. So I believe it's probably about, what did we just say the average was? Like 12 from the back. And the average size, yep, so 12 from the molars and the average size. So let's just say. Hi friends, Dr. Aierress Davis here. I just wanted to say thank you so much to Eli for this opportunity, for letting me share a week in my life as a periodontist. I kind of felt like I was all over the place, so I wanted to throw in this little clip, just letting you guys know like what my week actually looks like and giving you an update from the surgery. So typically we have classic literature on Mondays, current on Fridays. I believe I caught a classic literature session at 7:30 on a Monday. And that's where we just review lots of articles about older procedures, older trains of thought when it came to periodontics, and just classic things that we should know about our specialty in our field. And then current, we read articles in recent publications, different techniques, things from like the 2000s and up, which now the 2000s was 20 plus years ago, but you know what I mean. So that's what that looks like. Then during the week, we see lots of patients. I, of course, am a first year, almost a second year. So my first semester was filled with lots of extractions, lots of consultations. Now my surgeries are starting to pour in. I have like 2 implant surgeries next week. I've already done a connective tissue graft, stuff like that. So periodontists do a variety of surgeries, from tissue grafts to canine exposures for orthodontic patients, to implant placement, to managing peri-implantitis. Okay, the sun is coming out. I know that's right. Because my other video was dark. But anyway, to managing periodontitis and things like that. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to contact me. Follow me at Dr. Aierress Davis. Email me. It's on all of my social media platforms. And just let me know if you're interested in Perio. I would love that. And even if not, and you just want dental advice, I'm more than open and honest. I want to say again, thank you so much, Dr. Eli, for this opportunity, for just being who you are and doing what you do for all the future docs out there that are coming behind us. You inspire me, you motivate me, and I'm just so blessed and honored that you chose me to share my week. So thank you guys. I hope you enjoy it. Oh, and the surgery, honey, that's to be continued. It looked really good right at the time, and even post-op it didn't look horrible, but it's not looking the way that I thought. But there may be some salvaging. You never know. That's what I'm here for 3 years for. So, and that's another thing. Perio is a 3-year residency program. Technically 30 months, but you know. Okay.
Man, that was an interesting vlog. A few key things that Dr. Davis talked about that I just wanted to highlight. I thought that it was very unique and a great opportunity for Dr. Davis to come on the vlog and share his story about, how dental school was for her, and kind of that experience that she went through when she didn't match into residency the first time. Um, Luckily, or I guess not luckily, but um, she was fortunate enough to have a strong mindset about reapplying to residency. You can tell that some of that resilience came from not being accepted to dental school on the first try. And it definitely takes a strong-minded person to hear no once and still go for it again. So for everyone that's watching now that may be considering residency, or don't know if you're going to get in or anything like that, just take some time to realize that just because you don't get in the first time doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It just may not be your time. Everyone's time comes when it's supposed to come. That goes as far as applying to residency, applying to dental school, or anything like that. What's most important is that you learn from things that might have went wrong. Dr. Davis said she changed some things around a few times. She went as far as to extern at her current residency site 2 weeks before she went into labor. That's crazy, but that just shows her dedication, her perseverance. It shows everything about her character, and the kind of person it takes to persevere through an adversity like not matching into residency the first time. So thank you so much, Dr. Davis, for doing this vlog. I found so much value in what you had to say, and I'm 100% sure that a lot of other people that watch this vlog will as well. For anyone that's interested in reaching out to Dr. Davis, I'll link all her information in the description. I know that she's pretty active on Instagram and TikTok, but she is also working on getting active on YouTube and venturing into that. So make sure you follow her on all her platforms. Again, thank you so much. Even if you want to just reach out to her and thank her if you watch this, anything, you're looking for a possible mentor, anything like that. Everyone that watched this, I hope you got something out of the video. I hope it was beneficial for you. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.